video for behind the wheel. So I'm doing a bit more behind the wheel, as you'll probably get with some. Sorry about that, a bit gas in my throat then. Now, of course, what I thought I'd do, take a run along these lengths today. Only part of it though, not all of it. But of course, we just pulled out the Texaco garage here. I'll just show you around. Of course, the place where we're passing now is these new houses. Used to be a petrol station here too, as well, called the Total Garage. Gotta watch yourself, yeah. So, yeah. It's a very busy motorway. This, and trying to. I think that was back there. Yes, I take down some part of these lengths, show a bit around, a bit of driving around. Why not? After all, got plenty of time. So, yeah, just been Mum's house. Everything's okay there. You know, picked up some more DVDs. Now I'm just left behind them. You know, I could take all the Doctor Who ones, but there's that many Doctor Who. You know, that's a classic show. That is classic series. Yeah, not the modern rubbish it's turned into now. Yeah. 60 mile an hour zone. Yeah. It is worth knowing that, you know, if you were to look across to your right, you'll probably notice the railway line that runs alongside this road, which is in fact is where the old railway line would have joined onto the Kenyon Railway. That was the Kenyon Junction, which is to the right. Yeah. Just slow down here because behind a truck here. It looks like there's a big traffic jam here, doesn't it? Yeah, looks like the truck is waiting to pull out, so yeah, it looks like there's traffic stalling behind here. God, it's absolutely terrible. Yeah, it is D-type traffic, by the way. This is how it looks every time you come through Lee. Always looks like this, unfortunately. It's like someone's knocked over the Paddington Flash sign there. Yeah, very busy. Yeah, because there's roadworks everywhere. Because as I was coming into Mum's house and thing, the junction there, you know, the junction there is all up, you know, off Escafetted Lane. So yeah, so traffic will be tailing back. So yeah, and there's work maintenance going on the bypass, which means there's more traffic, it's more chaos. This is why I'm going this way. Yeah, so yeah, quite a nice view of a big truck in front of us. Yeah, of course this is the East Lancashire Road, which correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe it was built in the 1930s. Yeah. And it goes all the way from Manchester to Liverpool. Yeah. I've never actually done a full stretch of this yet. You know, it'd be great to do though. Do a full stretch of the East Lancashire Road. It would be nice to do that. Yeah. Yeah, of course we have actually gone on to the East Lancashire Road from Liverpool quite recently. Yeah. Well, of course, that part we were showing part of the industrial park. I was going to do that as a behind the wheel vlog, but unfortunately we needed the sat nav. So to find a way out, we're going to slow down a bit. So whoa, slow down. Yep. Yeah. There's a truck pulling in. Rest. Yeah. Where should we go? Should we continue along these lines? I know, let's do that. Let's do it. Yeah. So one time this East Lancashire Road would have been would have been a single carriageway, both. So but then it comes became dual carriage later on. Not sure which point though. Going past Lee Cats and Dogs Home, which is along here. Slamming on the brakes here because you can see the skid marks. Well, there's the Greyhound Hotel. Is it a hotel? Yeah, it's a Greyhound pub and hotel. Of course, there used to be a farm. House at one time. Probably before this, it was even widened. Go. Yep, I think we can go. Yes. Along this way. It's good that it really sorts this road out. Well, that's the garage over there. There's always been a petrol station on there for as long as I can remember. I think it used to be owned by Elf years ago. And of course, in recent years became owned by BP. It's just like trees on either side. But this is the way you would come into Manchester. Of course, eventually, if you keep on this stretch, you can see the town of. You can see the city of Manchester in the distance with that very big tower. Now, of course, the sign coming up to here. What does it say that way? It does say we're in historic Tilsley. That's right, historic Tilsley. Which we've done a video vlog there on one night, nightlife there. Well, it was actually not quite but more in the evening really, but we just showed you around some time ago. Sticking to this lane unless we just have to change lanes to how it is. I love doing these driving vlogs though. Of course, pretty soon we'll be doing a carpool with Chris Hackett sometime soon, probably in November. Of course he'll be shutting up for the winter. Of course. Well, just a reminder that Christopher Higgin's One Pound Burger Bar does close on the 2nd of November, so be aware of that. And of course, Happy Days, they shut the following week, so they'll be taking a nice long break for Christmas. I know that over the Christmas period, that the people at Happy Days did open till mid-December, but I suppose what with running costs and that, it's probably not worth it opening during that time. But they have it, So the majority of the attractions will be shut anyway. So although I do believe the tower will be open. There's Astley. That's industrial estate. Amazing where these roads actually take, isn't it? I mean, I could go straight ahead, but where would I end up? That's a question. Oh yeah. Yeah, because do it, I love doing it. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. traffic here. Why is this slow moving vehicle? Probably a bit lost, I guess. It's over the road, as you can see, another BP petrol station. Of course, the restaurant next to it, there's Zest, it's an Indian restaurant now. Used to be a Little Chef at one time. I remember the Little Chef that used to be there. I never actually, the only other time I actually went into a Little Chef, and that was in back in the 2000s. That was the only time I ever been in, and that was just for a glass of cola as well. Yeah, quite pricey, Little Chefs. Yeah, they're very big on prices as well. But probably I suppose why I never went in much, really. Because I'm not going to go all the way down the East Lancs. We're going to turn off here because it looks pretty busy. I think one night I might have to do a drive into Manchester and drive out again as a vlog. Let's just come off here now. Of course, this big black building here, this still used to be a pub. It is now an Indian restaurant, though I have to say, I've not tried this Indian restaurant. Really nice to. It's nice to see that these pubs have been put to other use rather than being let go and run down. So it's good to see, and of course, me personally, I love an Indian curry. Yeah. The hottest I've tried so far is a vindaloo, but never gone for the really hot one, the fowl, which I believe is the really, really hot one. Oh yeah, good. Could I survive? I don't think I could. We're in Moseley Common now. This is Moseley Common. Yeah, Moseley Common. Is it Moseley Common? I think it's actually pronounced Moseley Common. That must be what's it, another pub? I think it is. Oh, I don't think it's another pub. I think it's a business. Yeah. A lot of businesses have sprouted up along here over the years, and that. Yeah, it's a bit bouncy along here, isn't it? Bouncy. Yeah, a lot of uneven surfaces. There's been some roadworks. You know, a friend of mine, Carl Foster, mentioned something about a pub where celebrities go in. You know, I don't know which pub that is now. Which one do you remember? That's the Applegate Pass. Which is a farmhouse. Do some great meals in there. Hasn't been in the past. Plough's lunch. You can look, sweetie tot. You can handle a Plough's lunch. Wow, I can't get my words out and get tongue twisted. Buildings and screams history, doesn't it? The country basket. Traffic seems to be very clogged up right now, doesn't it? Because I imagine at one time, I always remember years ago, all these used to be like bare land. Now, of course, these buildings are obviously recent. So yeah. There must be roadworks somewhere. Yeah, earlier tonight, watching an old video which was on YouTube, which was all about Blackpool Illuminations 1991. And I have to say that, yeah, looking back at that, yeah, the illuminations looked a lot better than they do now. Yeah, I think I know, it's like as if, it's like Blackpool Council are really trying to run things down as best they can, I mean, why? It's like they don't want tourism. Strange, isn't it? I mean, I think tourism is good for business. I'll let this person in. Not person because can't really go too far in the moment because there's orange. It's like an Asda Express there, isn't it? Yeah, Asda Express. It does seem to be very busy down here. I was going to go to Tilsley in a minute, so yeah, it's like people turning off. Everyone seems to be going into their drive. It's like Texaco still supplying petrol to that place. Someone's trying to get through the traffic, isn't it? Yeah, the traffic really is clogged up here. So, what's going on? Everyone's trying to get in and squeeze in. That's why I'm hanging back to let people out, so let them out. So, yeah. Of course, can't let everybody out. Jeez. Yeah, as long as we can down. Let everybody, be kind. Come on, not letting everybody out. It's got to be your old bloody day. Sorry. I'm like this. You can let the other person out. Thank you. Yeah, what is going on here? The traffic's terrible, isn't it? You know, it's like, there's roadworks everywhere you go these days. Yeah. Absolutely awful. Yeah. An old school friend who lived in one of these houses many years ago. Obviously doesn't live there now, but I think it was this end one here. Yeah. I think it was one of these. Yeah. It's nice to see British flags up, isn't it? All over the place. Everyone's, yeah. I mean, some people complain about the British flags being up, but then, of course, if you look at other countries like the US, Canada, Spain, France, I mean, they all got their flags up in every street corner. I mean, why should we be any different? Yeah. I mean, I it's got, brings a bit of colour, really, doesn't it? Looks like the traffic's really bad. You know, you try all your best to try and, you know, come away from all the traffic, and this happens. Well, I'll get back to you after this. God, what is causing all this? God, it's like might get. So there's like tea time traffic still, and people are still going to and from work. I must be calling the work traffic going, everyone going home. I think all this will probably come from Manchester. As the window is open, as you can probably tell. Let's shut it again because it's a bit drafty. God, that road is bad. There's traffic just lingering. Yeah. What can you do though? Well, it doesn't help when you've got other vehicles coming in, joining the traffic, so. Let's one's come through. Do that. Ooh, look at this. Oh, where do you want to come through? Oh, yeah. I mean, some people don't let anybody out, so it's like, oh yeah. There's another pub there. This is Festive Cheer, that one. And the other one was the Bull's Head. It's the Bull's Head here in Astley. Looks like whatever's happening, it's traffic. All traffic is terrible. Well, this is part of it. Going that way. Yeah, this used to be Astley Hospital around here a long time ago. It is quite spooky around there, actually, when you think about it. Yeah, because this is where the rumours of the Grey Lady is supposed to walk. You know what? This was such a bad idea coming this way. We'll look at the traffic's kind of built up. But I don't suppose it matter which way you go, it's going to be the same. Yeah. Got such a noisy gearbox, me. Such a noisy gearbox. Yeah. Traffic. You know, I think this traffic's going all the way into Lee. Methinks. Yeah. You know what? At this rate, I think we'll have to turn the car around because it looks like it's all the way up. Oh, you can. But it says you can get to Tilbury that way, then, can't you? Yeah, it looks like it. No, let's find that because it looks like the traffic's all the way up. No, it's not. No, I thought it would be. No, it's not. It's just people turning around. That's the car's going that way. No, it's just the traffic. It is. That's the Astley tandoori. Anyone loves curry, like me. I love curry. Well, we've got through that now traffic pretty well. Yeah, it was a bit clogged up. And it's going to get worse when you get nearer to Lee, though. What was the case? So the road bends round. Yeah. Seem to put more of these zebra crossings up in recent years too. Yeah. I do apologise for the little thing that's in the way there. I don't know if you can see it on here. Just going past St Mary's, is it? Some people who went to the school years ago. I've ever looked at old photographs of where this place used to look, and going back to the 1920s, none of these houses would be here, of course. Totally different then. Yeah. Oh yes, look, these driving about. Well, this I do believe we're on Manchester Road now, which is there's the Archer. We're going to slow down a bit because it's a speed trap. I think, okay, let's go slow down. You got to be careful because that's a speed camera back there. Yeah, because you don't get a ticket. So you ever do, I'll just pay off. Now, of course, we're coming into Lee. There goes the pub. It's on the corner here. This building here was obviously a pub many years ago. There's probably flats butting out, apartments. It's large. There's Lee Cemetery to the right. No disused garage. It's no longer in use. Yeah. Not even handy for people running, isn't it? Just go and get some fuel. Now you've got to travel into town, just gonna get fuel now. Yeah. So the usual standard council houses that you see all over Lee. Of course, Lee, as you know, was under the Lee Corporation council at one time, so that's why you got the houses like that, because that's how they design them all over the place. Like that. Well, there you got Spinners Mill over there, Lee Spinners. You can't really good to see that the factory is been put to good use rather than been left to ruin or knocked down as most factories have nowadays, of course. Now, of course, we're going to go along Holding Road. Let's make sure the door's coming up the side there. That was naughty, I think. Well, there's the Green Lane chippy. I've had chips from there. Of course, good chippy that too. It is also an eating place too. But I've yet to, me and Max have yet to do a vlog there at some point. But all depends. You know, if anyone else is out there in YouTube land watching, you know, and who wants to help make a video of it, you know, please feel free, you know, help it. Who knows, maybe the Gourmet lads might want to join in, or the Macmaster might come down and try out the Green Lane chippy. And well, since that Gary likes doing fish and chips, maybe you should come into Lee and do that chippy, but not before we do, of course. Yeah, so that'll be good. Yeah, sound a bit rough, that's because I do sound a bit rough because I just recovered from a cold, of course. Just want to cross the roads and let these people through. Around the roundabout. We'll just past where the old bus depot used to be a long time ago. This was the old Holden Road bus depot, which originally housed Lee Corporation buses, and then of course that got taken over by Selneck, and then of course it was all British Manchester Transport after that. It was just one of the V1 buses that's gone across. Yeah, there used to be a railway bridge that used to go over there many years ago. Charles Street because it can be a bit chaotic going through Lee at the moment, so we'll go this way through Charles Street. Now a drama teacher who actually there was a drama teacher I know that did live down this street a long time ago. Whether they still do or not, they probably obviously moved out. So yeah. Just going to go across the avenue. This is where it gets a bit tricky because you don't really watch yourself because it's safe. Yeah, there's really a pucking nose out here just to go across, and looks like that guy's going straight across, so across at the same time as he does. Yeah. Yeah, you got eyes up back of your head, really. Oh, that was a bit bumpy. There was an indentation there. There's people taking the dogs out for a walk. Like it's well, so the nights are drawing in, so which does mean that it's going to be great nights. I always find that November is always a good time to go through the illuminations because it's November and it's dark early and you can get back early. I mean, I did that a number of times, go through the lights in my car. This was before I was with Maxine, of course. You know. So that was what I did. I used to pick up some refreshments and then just go through the lights. What I tended to do was go through the north. What I tended to do was start from the north of Blackpool and yeah, that's it. Yeah, just move in. What I do is start from the north of Blackpool and then just finish at the south. Yeah, it's a bit tricky this really, because cars parked on either side. You've got to give way to the oncoming vehicles. Yeah, because unless your car can do a turbo boost over the other cars, yeah. And now we're coming onto Lee Road. We're of course make our way back on. So, coming. Oh shit, you've got to watch here, haven't you? Yeah. Because when there's traffic blocking your view, there's cars blocking your view, it's impossible. Yeah. You can't really see, can you? It's like, you know. Yeah. So we are just coming back onto Lee Road, and this is where we'll probably end the vlog. Well, that's it for this behind the wheel vlog from Sachurai. If you like it, don't forget to tick the bell for more notifications for future videos. And of course, remember, we'll see you next time on another one. So, bye for now.